Alright, this is a book swap. So the books that I'm going to be returning to the library is I Don't, A Contrarian History of Marriage by Susan Squire. I did a review on this, so look at that. Also did a review on this, Who Was Dracula? Bram Stoker's Trail of Blood by Jim Steinmeyer. Also did a review on this, Equilateral, a novel by Ken Kalfus. I didn't do a review on this. This is The Illumination by Ken Brockmeister, but I can just tell you right now, I really wasn't that into it. I thought the concept of everyone's pain being illuminated was very beautiful sentiment, but just following around the notebook from that person who died in the car crash it got old quick. Like by the middle of it, I kind of really lost interest. So these are the books I'm returning, 4 books. So I'm gonna go to the library and pick some books up. Stay tuned. Alright, I'm back and I have some books for you to show you. This is the order of where it is on my TBR list and on the overall like Goodreads list. So the earlier the ones that are older in my to-read list. So the first one I'm going to show you is Wicked by Gregory Maguire. Yeah, this has been out for a while. I've read mixed reviews about this. I actually do have a copy of this myself, but it is not with me, and I figure I still want to read it, and I don't want to wait for someone to send it to me, and it could help me decide if I just tell my parents to sell it off before they can get rid of it for me, or if they should send it down to me. Perfume, A Story of a Murderer by Patrick Sunken. I think this is originally a German novel, and it's about in the 18th century, pretty much a serial killer who makes perfumes with women's bodies. One of a kind. Also about this, I've been waiting for this one for a long time. Yeah, I just kept, I think there was either 1 or 2 copies only in the library system. 9 people were waiting for it, and it seemed like everyone who got their hands on this never turned it in on time. They're like a month late. And I think a few of them, they never actually returned it, so I think by the time, yeah. That's one thing. I get really annoyed. I just I look at the, if there's a book on hold and I can see all the due dates for the books, and I judge people if that one's late, where the hell are you? You're a lazy slob, and I get mad at them and I curse at the date because it's obvious that someone hasn't turned in their book yet and they're late, and so what's the point of due dates if you're not going to turn it in on time? Renew it, great, fine, but either renew it or, because I don't want to see a date that has already gone past. Technically I should already have it, yeah, or keep the line going. But yeah, this was one book. They actually ended up having to buy, I think, 5 more copies because I think a few people just never returned their books. So finally I got this one. I think this one's new, so great. Hunting and Gathering by Anna Gavalada. I forgot what this was about, because it's been so long on my to-read list, but I wanted to read it for a reason, and I'll find out what the plot is, and I'll tell you when I get to it. I think that would make it interesting, even more interesting. I knew I wanted to read it for a reason, but I can't remember, so if you just go in blind. Isn't that awesome? What Alice Forgot by Liane Moriarty, and I think this is about a woman. She's about to get married to the man of her dreams, and then suddenly she wakes up and she's 40 years old, divorced, and has 3 kids. And so it's I think somehow she got amnesia and she just suddenly forgot a huge part of her marriage, and obviously she's trying to pick up the pieces of how her marriage failed and what happened, and if she actually really wants to remember. So I thought this premise was interesting. I have never really read chick lit before, so I think this would be my first time reading something like this. So we'll see. The Dinner by Herman Koch. I think this is a Swedish novel. No, this is a Dutch novel that's been translated, and I think this is about a dinner surrounding a horrific event with all of the couple's 15-year-old sons. I think you're going to find out what happened and drama. And the last one is 1,000 Pardons by Jonathan Dee. This one, I heard this on NPR, and this is my first Jonathan Dee novel, so I wanted to find out if he does good novels. And this is about a woman who is getting divorced from her husband who cheated on her they were going through couples therapy, and I think that totally fell apart, and you know, her home life isn't very good. So she goes out and gets a job with a PR firm, and she has a very, very good skill of getting shamed leaders of companies, or like, you know, people in the press who have been a scandal has happened and they've done something wrong, and she has this great gift of getting them to apologize and getting people to accept that apology, or getting the public to accept that apology, to help the image of those people. But the thing, I think the irony is that she can't get her own husband to apologize to her for what he's done in their marriage. So, or her ex-husband, I guess. But I thought that this premise was very interesting, and I picked it up. I dropped off 4 books, and I ended up reading 6 books. Here we are. But I did get one more thing. This is the beauty of There Will Be Blood. I want to do that book-movie comparison between... Anyway, I want to do book-movie comparison between There Will Be Blood and Oil, so I felt I should watch it again to really refresh me and to really connect where these two are similar, where the inspiration came from out of this for this DVD, this movie, and where they diverge, and why it's actually appropriate for There Will Be Blood to diverge and to be different, to tackle the subject matter that it's talking about. So anyway, that is pretty much all that I have. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Happy Memorial Day if you're in the US. If you're not, sorry you don't get Monday off. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.